Hello, my boxing friends, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. How are you guys doing today? It's a gloomy day here in Miami. It's been raining all week, all weekend, all week. It's that season, guys, where we get a lot of rain down here in Florida. Mostly here in the South. And but you know, it is what it is. We're used to it already. I've been living here in Miami for over 20 something years, and I love it here, guys. You know, it's got a little bit of everything. People from all over the world come here. They make a living here. It's free state of Florida. I love the free state of Florida. We get to do a lot of things that unfortunately in other states is more restricted because of political views, but I'll stay away from that for the time being. I'm not here to talk about politics or anything like that. I'm here to talk about the upcoming fight this next Saturday at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden between Josh Taylor from Edinburgh, Scotland, United Kingdom, and versus Teofimo Lopez from Brooklyn, New York. Via Honduras. I think his father, his grandfather, he's second generation American. They're from Honduras. They are from Honduras. His father and his grandfather and his family come from there. All right, they've been living in New York for a long time. All right, but anyway, let's get into business. Let's get into the business of boxing, something that I love so much. This year has been a great year for boxing. There's been a lot of great fights. It looks like there's going to be a lot of great fights coming up. Great news regarding Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Hope nothing derails that fight. We've had Haney versus Lomachenko. We had Tank versus Ryan Garcia. We've had some great fights. It's turning out to be an unbelievable year for boxing, for the sport of boxing, the resurging sport of boxing. Unfortunately, there have been also controversy. It's always controversy in boxing. There's always somebody or someone or an organization or a judge that spoils the reputation of the sport, which should be a sport in where none of these corruption and kind of foul play happen, but unfortunately it's been going on like that until there is some type of commission overseeing the sport, all right, and regulating it, and making sure that these judges are well prepared. They're not undertaken by promoters, all right. That's always been an issue with boxing. The organization's not forcing their fighters to fight the top fighters. All that is an issue. We're all sick and tired of that. So hopefully things will change and some things will get done. All right. But back to the subject of today: Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez this next Saturday, June 10th. It's going to be aired at 9 p.m. on ESPN and ESPN Plus. I don't know if this is going to be pay-per-view. I think you have to have ESPN Plus in order to watch it. So it's going to be something I'm looking forward to. This is a do-or-die fight for both of these guys, all right? They both come from disappointing performances in their last fight. Josh Taylor, in my opinion, in the opinion of many people, lost that fight against Catterall, and so did Teofimo Lopez against Sandor Martin. So both of these guys come from controversial wins. A lot of people saw Sandor Martin beat Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people saw Jake Catterall beat Josh Taylor. I think that was more of a clear victory for Catterall versus, more of a closer fight between Sandor Martin and Teofimo Lopez. All right. So the tail of the tape: Josh Taylor has a total of 19 wins, 0 losses, 13 knockouts, 0 draws. Total fights 19, 68% knockout ratio. He's 5'10", 69 each reach. He's a southpaw. And like I said, he's from United Kingdom. He's from Scotland. He was the unified or the undisputed champion of that super lightweight division. But that has fractured, and there's other champions now in that same weight division, and should be an undisputed champion soon. All right. Okay, now Teofimo Lopez, he's got 18 wins, 1 loss against Cambosos, 13 knockouts, 0 draws. Total number of bouts, 19. Knockout ratio is 68%. He's 5'8", so he's a little bit shorter than Josh Taylor. 68-inch reach, 1 inch less in reach than Josh Taylor. He's orthodox fighter, Brooklyn, New York, and they're practically the youngest fighter is Teofimo Lopez. All right, he was born in 1997, and Josh Taylor was born in 1991. So the young fighter, the young bull, is Teofimo Lopez. Okay, so those are the tail of the tape, the stats on each one of these fighters. So what's going to happen? And this is a toss-up fight, in my opinion, guys. This one's hard to predict. If you have the best Josh Taylor and you have the best Teofimo Lopez appear on Saturday, if they have great corners, if they train correctly, if they train properly for this fight, it's a do-or-die situation. If any of them lose, they're going to go to the end of the line. No more champion for Teofimo Lopez. No more champion opportunities. Maybe in the near future, maybe somebody will use him to enhance his resume. And the same thing can be said about Josh Taylor. So it's do or die for any of these fighters. It's a toss-up because if both of these guys appear in great shape and they have trained properly and they have their corners have a great strategy and a great plan A, plan B, plan C planned out for this event on Saturday, then it should be a great fight. All right, it should be a good one. It should be very interesting to see what happens. However, if these guys are in a spiraling type of diminishing their skills that were appreciated in both of their last fight, where they for example, Teofimo Lopez looked totally ineffective. He didn't have a plan B. His corner sucked. His father is a terrible coach. I'm sorry to say it, but he brought him this far, but I think he's hurting him more than he's helping him out. And that's the problem with some of these relationships, father-son. The son can't, shun his father and say, "Pops, I want you to take a different type of position within the group. I need to get a better coach, somebody to teach me some of the stuff." But that's not going to happen, especially for Teofimo and his dad. And as you can see, the guy that talks more crap in that group and that team is his father. I don't know how. Well, I know how. The reason why Teofimo has reached the potential and the place where he's at right now is because of his skill level and his natural boxing ability, athleticism, and everything else. But his dad could have, if there would have been another coach training Teofimo Lopez, I think he would have been able to achieve a lot more. All right? As you saw in the last fight, there was no plan B, plan C for Teofimo's corner. His dad would just saying stupid stuff in the corner, like go and beat him up. Come on, get him out of there. What are you doing? This and that. No plan. No real strategy in order to beat his opponent, cut off the ring. Give him straight instructions so that Teofimo Lopez could change the tide of the fight and become victorious. Now, on the other hand, Josh Taylor, if you see, he has one of the questions that I have regarding Josh Taylor is he overrated? Okay, is Josh Taylor overrated? Is he really the fighter that we thought he was when he won that undisputed championship versus Ramirez? All right, I don't know, guys, but I gotta tell you, I was not impressed with his performance against Catterall, and I know sometimes we, as people, we don't have our best night out. It could have been the worst, a bad night for Josh Taylor. So a lot of these questions are going to be answered this Saturday. Who really wants it? Who really is committed to take their career to a higher level, fight the other champions in that division? There's a lot of other potential great fights coming up in the 140-pound weight class. It's Regis Prograis, Uriel Matias. There's guys from the 135s going up. I'm not even going to talk about Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia. That's a joke. And we all know what happened there. This organization's just trying to make money, trying to give Ryan Garcia an opportunity to be a world champion or a title holder. Nobody's going to see that title or that particular championship belt, if one of these guys holds it, as something legitimate. But again, there's a lot of potential, a lot of great opportunities there for any of these guys if they win convincingly. I think this fight might be going the distance, if I'm not mistaken. Now, as far as where I'm leaning towards, all right, I gotta tell you, I'm leaning towards a little bit, and I'm not predicting he's gonna win, all right? I'm just leaning towards that individual for a certain reason, all right? I know that Teofimo has had issues with his focus, and some people might call it mental instability, and he's got some demons that he's got to exercise. And he's got some issues with his family, his dad, his former wife. So it's a lot of things that are going on in that family and in that situation. But I think that if he can put that behind him, if he has a great plan, he could surprise Josh Taylor. And since he's got that power, he could probably hurt Josh Taylor and take him out. That is a possibility. On the other hand, if he's not on point and Josh Taylor is on his game, it could be the other way around. So that's why I say it's a toss-up. However, I'm leaning towards Teofimo Lopez, and I'll tell you why. I'm leaning towards Teofimo Lopez victory. I don't know if it's going to be by stoppage. I don't know if it's going to be by points. But the reason why I say this is because Teofimo is younger. In my opinion, he's got more power. He's very athletic. If he if he's on his game 100%, I think he's got the potential of beating Josh Taylor. All right, Josh Taylor's, like I said before, for me, there's a big question mark around Josh Taylor and his boxing ability or his greatness, however you like to call it. I've always been a little on the fence with Josh Taylor. He did look great against Ramirez. Ramirez made a few mistakes, but he looked terrible against Catterall, and he should have lost his title there. On the other hand, Lopez against Kambosos was really sick. He had problems with his lungs and all this other stuff. Independent doctor said he could have died that night. I can see that happening, why he didn't perform well against Kambosos, who had the best night of his career. And you could see afterwards when he fought Haney how limited of a fighter he is. So he surprised Teofimo. he got the better of Teofimo when Teofimo was not at his best. He was a diminished fighter that night, okay? I'm not giving excuses. I'm just saying it like I saw it, and what transpired is a fact, okay? After that, Teofimo has had a few issues with emotional problems and stuff like that, and I can see that affecting him in his other fights. Besides, his father hasn't helped at all. So I think Teofimo is due, to be honest with you. I feel Teofimo has a great opportunity to turn the tables and get back on track and be able to plant his feet down and say, you know what, I'm going to show everybody that I am the fighter I think I am, and I'm gonna shut a lot of naysayers and haters and stuff like that. I'm gonna shut them up. On the other hand, Josh Taylor can totally outbox Teofimo Lopez if he's on his game, and if he's not the overrated fighter I believe he is. So it's gonna be interesting. Again, I'm not predicting Teofimo Lopez to win. I'm just saying I'm leaning a little towards Teofimo Lopez. I don't know what the odds are. I think they're more or less almost even, maybe a little bit on Josh Taylor's side, a little bit more favorable for Josh Taylor. But this should be interesting, guys, and I'm going to be actually looking forward to this Saturday, watch the fights here at my house with maybe a few friends. All right, so just tell me what you guys think about this fight. Who do you think has the advantage? I've actually have posted a few things already on social media, and basically what people are saying is like split. You know, there's a lot of people are saying, you know, Josh Taylor is going to kill Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, you know, is going to be able to come through and beat on Josh Taylor. So it's a 50-50 type of comments out there favoring either of these fighters. All right, so that's why I say it's a toss-up. Please tell me what you guys think. Who do you favor? Why do you think your fighter is gonna become victorious, or why do you think it's going to be, whether it's going to be a stoppage, whether it's going to be a decision, and if it's a toss-up fight like I believe it is, you know, it's up to them. Great things await the person who wins this next Saturday, and I guess, you know, we're going to see some good fighting that night. All right, I look forward to it. Anyway, guys, remember to like and subscribe. Please ring on the bell icon to be reminded when next episode from Inside the Ropes is coming again. Please share this video with your friends, and always comment, all right? I want to hear your comments. I want to see what you guys think of the information I'm putting out there. And regarding this particular subject, Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor, what do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win? Anyway, guys, have a blessed day. Thank you very much for listening to another episode of Inside the Ropes. Love you guys. Have a great time. God bless you all, and peace.